I appreciate everybody logging in this evening. Looks like we're going to have a good group and everything, a lively group at that, to say the least. It's very interesting. We got, I'm going to go ahead and hit on a couple of touch points real quick before we hand it on over and let them go on with their display here for Smithfield. Is we have a new website coming up. It's supposed to be up, I believe, 1st of April. 1st of April, we'll have a brand new website. So please log in, take a look, see what we're doing on the website. Extremely user-friendly. I know that Orlando's doing one also. So we got a lot of different new websites are being posted up. So log in. There's also 4 other Zoom meetings this evening on the East Coast. Most impressive, to say the least. We had a Columbus, Virginia, mid-Florida, in Atlanta. So we've got quite a bit of events going across this evening. So thank you for logging in and participating. Polly's going to go ahead and bring up a new member slide here in a minute. We got some new members. Everything. So she's going to go ahead and share that with you real quick, everything, which is real nice. We've got a few members coming, new members that have joined the chapter. I mean, quite a bit, actually. Everything. So welcome new members that are on the board there. It's good to see some new blood and everything in the chapter, some new excitement. We've got a lot of stuff planned for this year now that we're getting close to pushing through this period of COVID. I know we've done a lot of Zoom meetings and a lot of events in the past, but we are planning to do a lot of live events coming up and a lot of large live events. They're going to have a lot of student involvement, a lot of membership involvement. So be on the lookout both on our ACF Instagram account, Twitter accounts, our Facebook accounts, and the new website. So please log in, get on the email list so Polly and myself can go ahead and bother you quite often. Okay. Like I said, this evening we're going to have the Atlanta Equipment Company log in here just a little bit and everything, and just tell a little bit about what they do. As the executive chef at East Lake Golf Club, we utilize Atlanta Equipment to do our installs or repair. They have been there for the last 7 years, and they've joined in recently in the last year to be partners for the ACF Atlanta Chef Association. So we've been able to go ahead and kind of endorse them as a certified group of repair company installation for all the chefs in Atlanta. We've had at least, I'd say, a half a dozen in the last 3 months that have called and mentioned the fact that they saw that company on our website and listed on our social media aspects and have asked whether or not we endorse them. And we do. If we put them on our website, we endorse that company. So we trust that they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and we back it. Okay. We also have everything. We have a upcoming town hall meeting March 18th. Oh, that's already done, right? No, March 18th for treasurer, and March 25th for the president. Log in and get some more information regarding that on our website, the National ACF website. You'll see some stuff coming out on our social media platforms, informing you on elections, information about the town halls, and all of the individuals' platforms regarding ACF elections for this year. It's massively important, so please vote. You're going to get a massive blast of information coming from Atlanta, going out to a lot of our regional chapters in the Southeast. Okay, so please be involved. Your voice counts. Okay. Yeah, the ACF is going to mail out paper ballots on April 19th. And on April 26th, the electronic ballots are mailed to qualified members. They must be received by May 10th to June 4th. Annual members meeting we'll be announcing runoff winners.
Yep.
Anything else we got to cover?
No, just get ready and get your social media feeds. I've got lots of great flyers updated and ready to rock and roll to get you all the information to make sure that you know where to go on the ACF national website to check out everybody's platforms. They're very visual, very engaging. So make sure that you're sharing them not only with yourselves, but with your other chapter members, because I know we've got Florida in the house. It looks like we've got a couple other. We've got Alvin from the Philippines. He's in the house tonight. Make sure that you're sharing, so that way we can get the word out. It's very important that you vote.
We're gonna have a couple of the candidates later on this evening to go ahead and talk about their platforms real quick too, to give a little bit more information. Again, you can go ahead and log into their sites, log into the nationals. All their platforms are there. Again, pay attention to the social media feeds that we have: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and our website for further information coming down the line. Make sure to get on those email lists. Okay.
Like I said, we've got that new website coming up, so we're super excited about that. That has the option to have those video links and feeds right on our website, which our previous website did not have that capability, as well as, you know, being able to go to that YouTube. So we're going to be able to do a lot of sharing coming up this next year. So keep an eye on us.
All right, let's go ahead and introduce Alan and let them talk. All right, Alan, are you on there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. What I'd like to do, everybody, is I'm going to introduce Alan Brand. He's going to go ahead and talk real quickly about Atlanta Equipment Company, explain a little bit. We're going to go ahead and screen share something here, a little bit about the contact information regarding them. Again, if you're in the industry and you're looking for repairs, installation along those lines and everything, Alan's going to give a quick, brief overview of what they're doing there and what their services entail. Okay. So again, everything, what we can do is definitely, like I said, anything you guys need installed, repaired, please, I highly recommend them. So please, Alan, take it away.
All right, fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yes.
Okay, good deal. Hello, everybody. My name's Alan. I'm with Atlanta Equipment Company. I'm the general manager over sales and service. We're located in Lawrenceville, Georgia, been in business for 35 years. We're a full service organization for all of your commercial kitchen and food preparation equipment. And we have someone available for service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We can take care of all of your hot side equipment, cold side equipment, ice machines, your HVAC units up to 30 tons. Not only do we maintain those and troubleshoot and repair those, we can also replace those units too if they fail. Also food preparation equipment such as slicers, mixers, grinders, pretty much anything you find in a commercial kitchen environment. We're also a factory authorized service agent for more than 35 major equipment manufacturers and also authorized to do their warranty work as well. Our typical coverage area is if you drew a line east to west to the center part of Georgia, we service the pretty much the northern section of Georgia. So we're very flexible, cover a very wide area. Our technicians are remotely located and dispatched from home. We have them scattered about throughout the region to where we can react pretty quickly to your needs and spend more time on the job than having them sit in the driver's seat driving the service van all day. So we're very good about those logistics. Again, we're full service, troubleshooting, diagnostics, and repair of pretty much everything you find in that commercial kitchen environment. As Chef Nick mentioned, we also do installation or replacement of equipment, whether you purchase it through us or if you purchase it through someone else, we take care of that.
Not on there.
You there?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Also walk-in coolers and freezers. We do new installs. We also do demolition and replacement units. So we're there for that as well. And we also offer the preventive maintenance agreements for your refrigeration equipment and hot side equipment if you are interested in that. There's no binding contract. It's a simple agreement. It can be canceled at any time, but what you do take advantage of is 10% discount on labor for any break fix work. So any service calls, we would come out and troubleshoot, diagnose, and repair your equipment. You'd get a 10% discount on the labor as long as you're under an agreement. And again, it's not a binding contract. It's an agreement. Again, can be canceled at any time. If you got a pen and paper ready, our office number is 770-995-7554. You can follow the prompts, or you can email us for service at service@atlantaequipment.com. And I'm willing to answer any questions anybody may have.
And if anybody on here is interested in getting their services, please go to our website also. The link is on the website. It'll take you directly to the Atlanta Equipment Company's contact information. So you can get further information regarding any type of services you're looking for.
And as we mentioned earlier, before we went on live, Chef Nick actually had a fryer installed with them today, and it was amazing.
Yeah, actually, yeah, they've been working at for Eastlake for over 7 years that I've been there at the club, and they've done fantastic work. Whether it was weekends, Saturdays, Sundays, late night calls. I've actually camped out there before while they're working on stuff late into the evening. So, I mean, they'll go to the end of the world to take care of you, and that's what chefs need. We need their equipment to go get up and running whenever the problem arises. So thank you very much, Alan. Appreciate it.
No problem, buddy. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good evening.
All right, you too. Thanks so much. All right, now I'd like to go ahead and move forward. Any questions? Is there somebody there? No? Okay. All right, so what I'd like to do is go ahead and, you want to go ahead and introduce? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. How's everyone doing tonight? We have a very special group with us tonight, one of our fabulous partners that have just joined ACF Atlanta. We have Smithfield. So Dana is going to be talking about Smithfield and all of their fun, exciting new lines of products, their apps, all kinds of great things that we have going on. And I'm super excited. So it's going to be a great presentation. So Dana, feel free, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm super excited to be here. I'm gonna try to make this as interactive as possible, so give me a little bit to work with. My name's Dana Miller. I recently moved to Atlanta. My personal goal was to get a little bit more involved with the ACF chapter here in Atlanta. Smithfield is a national sponsor, and you know, we have at the local level across the country, we have a strong relationship with the ACF. And so I just felt that to strengthen our relationship here in Atlanta was the best thing to do. Craig is also on the call. He's my boss. He currently lives in Tennessee, and he covers the Georgia market, the Tennessee market, and the Kentucky market. My information is up here. If there's anything I talk about tonight that you guys would like additional information on, products to sample, whatever it may be, please reach out to me. My cell phone is my lifeline. So yeah, definitely send me a text or call me and I'll get that out to you. So really quickly, this is our agenda tonight. I'll get right to it so I don't go over time. Again, as I mentioned before, Smithfield is a national sponsor with the ACF, and it just felt right to strengthen our relationship here in the Atlanta market. My job is to provide market trends, recipes, products to the chefs in the Atlanta region. And so I hope to build that organic relationships here in with the ACF chapter to further that relationship here in Georgia. Just really quickly about Smithfield. Hopefully you guys are familiar with Smithfield. We're the largest pork producer and processor in the world. We're probably made in the US. So all our plants and factories are here in the US. We currently have 40,000 employees. What's really, really neat is that we have over 500 company-owned farms. And then we have roughly 2,100 contract farms. And in a minute, I'll tell you why that's really important. But again, as I mentioned before, we're the #1 hog producer. And we're gonna do a trivia question really quickly. We have some fun prizes to give away. And so the first prize that we have is a Yeti, it's a Smithfield Culinary Yeti cup. Ooh. I'll be mailing these out to you guys. So for trivia, and you guys can just shout the answers out, and hopefully Polly can help me identify who actually.
Yep. Oh yeah. We got you covered, Dan.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
All right, let's put it in the chat. Let's put it in the chat.
What part of the pig is bacon from?
The belly.
Okay,
Ooh,
correct.
oh, there you go, Mark. I like it. Mark was on it.
Right, correct. And Smithfield, bacon, ham, and sausages are really main focus. We also have a variety of protein products, some of which we're going to go over tonight. Again, we're vertically integrated. So why I mentioned the contract farms and the company-owned farms? This is a competitive edge that we have over our competitors. Essentially, if there's ever a quality issue with any of our products, we can trace it back to the day that hog was slaughtered, which is or harvested, which is really neat because not a lot of our competitors can say the same. Again, this is like what we are focusing on as a company, you know, animal care, sustainability, the environment, obviously food safety and quality, helping our communities, and then our people. Something that I think that was really neat that I can speak to, especially with COVID, is that since the start of COVID, Smithfield has anyone that's 65 and above, we actually told them not to come into work, and we've been paying them their full salary, full pay since the start of the pandemic. I believe we're tailoring off of that with the vaccine becoming available, but I thought that was really neat to see that the company really cared about their employees and were willing
that's
to
great.
yeah, that was really nice. So
yeah, if you were 60 and over, you didn't come back to work till October 1st. So we
Wow.
paid 60 and over to
Right.
October 1st. May 1st is when we're bringing people that are 65 and older back into the company.
That's fantastic. Hey, Dana, just as I mentioned too and everything, all your product lines are available basically through all the major houses, correct? So like Cisco,
Correct.
US
So-
Food. So
essentially, Smithfield, we have a relationship with every distributor here in the Georgia market. So again, if there's anything that I mentioned tonight that you guys want to see, get more information on, it shouldn't be an issue. We have a lot of products actually already in stock, but if it's not in stock, if the volume's there, you know, we can work with your distributor rep and get that item stocked here in Georgia for you guys.
nice.
Okay, moving on. So this is really what tonight's all about. So Smithfield, we every 4 months we come out with these marketing or promotions, and essentially what it is, our sales team and our marketing team, we partner together to identify different trends that we're seeing in the market and how our products and how we at Smithfield can better facilitate you guys and chefs and operators here in the marketplace. So I'm gonna really quickly play this anthem video. Hopefully it worked. Ooh, hopefully it works. And so we have our marketing team chooses roughly 5 to 7 chefs every year that are pretty much our brand ambassadors, and we lean on those chefs for trends that they're seeing, like their pain points that they've identified, and essentially they are who you'll be seeing in this video. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. Can you guys see the video?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Ooh. There we go.
Is the volume on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
There's some things that we really have to address in our kitchens to make sure that we can survive as a business.
Sometimes the staffing that you have doesn't have the skills necessary.
Cooking is an art. It can be taught to anyone that wants to learn.
Sometimes you don't have the equipment necessary.
It's a journey, and it takes time.
It's intense work to produce a beautifully braised piece of meat.
Cutting labor costs, cutting food costs can very simply be done by bringing in pre-cooked options.
What's one area that we can trim a little bit of labor to do the other things around the menu without sacrificing quality? And these products are a good example of that.
It took a big load of labor and food costs off of our shoulders.
It just gives us a lot more freedom as operators to build prep lists that make sense.
The best part about the products are they're not over manipulated and overworked.
You get the consistency, it's the same every time, which is not an easy feat for a restaurant to accomplish. What do you do with your time now that you have 30 extra hours in your week that you don't need to watch the smoker?
It should be freeing. I can focus on better salsas, better sauce game, more options on my menu.
Now maybe you can focus on how to use them and some of the basics.
My suggestion is to use that to get to know your employees.
Give that person more time, and it opens up a lot more possibilities to complicate another dish just a little bit, add another dish, run a special, or very simply an elevation in what you're currently doing.
With the same staff that you currently have, you can serve more people. You could serve more catered events.
We're tasked with teaching them and helping them grow in their careers and also growing our businesses, coming up with strategies to improve our profitability.
It's really important that we manage our food costs and our labor costs. It's especially important for us to make sure that we take out the guessing game of making sure that food is consistent.
So you have an actual raw ingredient cost sitting in front of you. So you know what you're working with and you have 100% yield out of it.
The utilization of pre-cooked, I think it just opens up amazing avenues that we've just never considered. It took a big load of labor and food costs off of our shoulders.
You may not have the capabilities to do them, and choosing a high quality product that's done for you and then putting a spin on it with some of your own flavors and some of your own inspirations.
Now you can add seasonings to it and you get to take it on a flavor journey, whether you want to go to Spain, whether you want to go to Italy, and then you get to take it wherever you want.
A great quality product is not time saving by minutes, it's time saving by hours. And that's real money.
Okay, let me get back to the PowerPoint. So before we started the meeting, Chef, you were talking about smoking your brisket, right?
Right.
And so we actually have a fully cooked whole bottom round brisket. I mean, the smoke ring on that brisket is phenomenal. The fat cap, always consistent, and it saves you time. You were talking that you would have to start cooking from 7 a.m., right? So like chefs, so what we did as a marketing team, we identified products that we have that are quality products that can save chefs time in the kitchen and allow them time to focus on other items. So I just thought that was a great example, you talking about your brisket. Obviously you're cooking that for your family, but imagine if you had 200, 1,000 people to feed. I mean.
Hey, Dana, it's Chef Nick. Actually on that funny, it's kind of funny because I smoke a lot of my own meat at Eastlake, but when we do the Tour Championship, I have to move my smokers and we're not allowed to use it because the smoke could interfere with play because I'm directly next to the 18th hole.
Yeah.
So I actually 2 years ago brought in the ones you're talking about and used it because we generally smoke our own brisket and the quality was par none. So yeah, you're right. It's a fantastic product.
Yeah, that smoked brisket, I'll tell you what, is my favorite product that we have at Smithfield. It's so good. It's really easy to prepare and it's so consistent.
Oh yeah.
So again, we decided as a marketing team to focus on our fully cooked items this period, just because, you know, with COVID and everything, labor has always been an issue, but more so than now, labor continues to be an issue. And we just felt like focusing on fully cooked items and how we can make your back of the house time and cost associated with labor easier. And so our promotion period for, I think it starts on February 1st through April 30th, is really focusing on all our fully cooked meats. And then we do have a few ham items and ready to cook bacon on raw bacon. So with that being said, I'm just gonna go over a few trends that we also identified as a marketing team that we're seeing in the industry right now. 37% of protein products purchased in food service are fully cooked items. Smithfield, we offer a wide variety. I'll quickly go over some of the items now that I'm on it. As we mentioned before, the smoked brisket is a great, and usually in person, we'd obviously have samples there for you guys to try and taste and work with, but you know, COVID. So unfortunately tonight we don't have that, but the brisket is one of my favorites. We also have carnitas, shredded brisket, shredded pulled pork, all natural pulled pork. I mean, or fully cooked ribs are great. Let me see what else we have here. I'm trying to think.
The ribs are really nice because they're basically neutral. So we've been able to go Asian, we've been able to go Southwest, we've been able to go ahead and ancho. I mean, it's a really nice product. So it's just a really nice medium smoke. Yeah,
we even have this product, which is my favorite product to sell. It's a number 2 item. So essentially it's just ribs in a box that didn't necessarily make the spec. the cost of it is so cheap, and sometimes you can get like full racks of fully cooked ribs in there. And we've had operators do like a rib basket where they add their own sauce, you know, their own barbecue sauce to that, and put it in a rib basket, cut it down the bone, and make like little appetizers out of that. So
Oh, that's
there's
a
a
new one.
lot of
Okay,
yeah,
that's a new one on me.
yeah, and the cost for that is, I mean, it's so cost effective. It's one of my favorite items to bring to operators for sure.
Staff meal, I like it.
So going over some more trends, again, 28% of operators are indicating that they're going to switch or increase their fully cooked proteins on their menu. This gives operators a chance to focus on other things such as your coleslaws or your slaws, I mean, other side options, and increasing the quality and taste of that, and complexity of those items.
Yeah.
All right, this video I want to play, it really goes over why fully cooked items can be beneficial to chefs today. Let's see if it'll work. And then we'll do a quick question so you guys aren't bored yet.
Right now, in order to flourish as a restaurant or as a food site facility, it's really important that we manage our food costs and our labor costs.
At this point in time, finding the people who have the knowledge and have the skill and have the interest is just less.
Every time you fire up the smoker, somebody's got to clean out the smoker. Every time you fire up a piece of equipment or use your pots and pans, someone's got to do the warewashing for that as well.
It's intense work to produce a beautifully braised piece of meat. Takes a method that requires care and precision.
Taking away the labor, the constant consistency of having to do things absolutely correctly every time, we were able to hire people that will grow with our company that may not have the training.
You're starting with a product that has good overall flavor. It's not over manipulated. It's not overworked. It's just taking that ingredient. Now you get to play with it.
It's especially important for us to make sure that we take out the guessing game of making sure that food is consistent.
You know that there's going to be the correct amount of salt. You know that there's going to be the correct doneness. You know that there's going to be the correct amount of whatever seasoning is part of the product.
Taking away little things like making sure that the bacon is the same every day, or something like brisket comes in exactly the same every day.
People forget that you have 100% yield.
And that way you're going to be able to write recipes that really make sense.
To me, the sky's the limit. You can go any direction you want with that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that the point she made about the percent yield is super important. I mean, think about how much you lose when you're, smoking your own brisket or making your own corned beef. Like, you lose a lot of that. So buying that fully cooked product essentially will give you 100% yield. You know what's coming in the box, and you can utilize every piece of product in there. Again, eating out lunch and dinner, 50% more consumers prefer appetizers. So appetizers is a segment that is growing on menus. Have you guys seen that in your restaurants, or do you think people are eating more appetizers, more finger food?
More snacks, yeah. They want light stuff that they can, eat something and still try something else. They want multiple things that they can try. Whether we bring out some plates that they can share. Hey, you take two, you take two, you take two. I'm a golf club, so we have foursomes that come off the golf course. So everything has to be done in counts of 4. They all want to share. So we cut sandwiches in quarters. We go ahead and do appetizers, either 4 or 8 counts or 12 counts of pieces. So they want to share these products. So yeah, it's a huge consumer push lately. My goodness.
Okay, perfect. This is a really quick recipe I wanted to show you guys. I love dumplings. We have a lot of products that we I mean, you can tailor this recipe to, whether it's our fully cooked bacon or ham, the beef, shredded beef in there, the carnitas, whatever. We have so many fully cooked items that this recipe can really shape itself to be, that I thought it would be a good one to share tonight.
Nice.
My name is Janet Kirker, and today I'm preparing Mongolian-style beef dumplings with spicy mustard dipping sauce. We're going to start off with pot roast. This is a fully cooked product. It's a 25-pound chunk of fully cooked meat in its juices. This is a great convenience for a number of reasons. I can use the greater part of it for a perfectly portioned or sliced serving of another dish. And what I'm making today as a filling for a dumpling can absolutely utilize the scraps or other pieces of the meat that can't be used for a perfect portion. There are so many styles of dumplings that this filling would be perfectly fine for any style of dumpling that you'd want to make.
And this recipe, guys, is found on our website, which is the next half of my presentation right here that I'm going to go over. But before that, let's talk money a little bit. So every per period, Smithfield has a rebate that goes along with the promotion. Before the pandemic, we offered operators up to $250 every per period. We upped it last year during the pandemic to $500 to you guys. So essentially, we as a sales team and a marketing team go through and choose items that we feel really flow in our promotion and what we're trying to push currently. So with that being said, our promotion for this period focuses on a lot of our fully cooked bacon or pulled porks, carnitas, the fully cooked ribs I mentioned earlier, or brisket, or barbecue chicken, or fully cooked bacon, or smoked sausage, and then also we have fully cooked breakfast sausage in there as well. So lots of items for you guys to earn some money on. It doesn't have to be a new item that you're buying. If you're already buying this item, you can already make money on that. An extra $500, you can do a little bit more for your staff, put it somewhere else in your kitchen. I mean, it's just a great way for us to say thank you for your business. And this is found on our website. I'll share this PowerPoint with Polly, and she can share it with you guys, and you guys can check out our website. It's smithfieldculinary.com. We have all the recipes on there, all the trends that we're talking about tonight. Pretty much anything related to pork you can find on there. And my favorite part, which Nick also mentioned too, of our website is the amount of recipes that we have on there. I mean, it's endless. You can type in bacon and you have 1,000 recipes on there that you can utilize. So definitely, if you're ever brainstorming and you need some inspiration, the Smithfield Culinary website is a great stop for that.
It truly is, Dana. Yeah, that is a great website. I've got 90% of my staff in my club, you have it on their phones. I have at least 6 colleagues in Atlanta that use iPads in the kitchen, and that app is on their iPad. Yep. It is a go-to for a lot of their staff to try to create and come up with ideas and concepts. You could tell it was done by culinary people.
Yep, exactly. And then this is one more thing that I think we sometimes miss. Every part period, we do a sweepstakes. You don't have to buy our products to enter. Essentially, if you have an operation, you can just go on the website, sign up to enter our sweepstakes. For this promotion, we're doing a $10,000 giveaway of new kitchen equipment. And then for the follow-up, the second place prize, we're doing a $5,000 mobile ordering system equipment, which, I mean, in the time that we're living in right now, you know what I mean? And not a lot of people actually sign up for these. I remember when I was in marketing, one year we only had 150 people in the entire United States that sign up. So the odds really are in your favor. And I actually had a chef won a trip when we were doing trips, and he said it was such a great experience. He went to Nashville, and it was really fun. So I definitely recommend just taking the 2 minutes to go on our website and fill out the sweepstakes form. You never know.
Hey, Dana, will they go ahead and do my home kitchen?
Hey, you know, if you win, you know, if you win, you win. So I
Hey,
don't
there
know.
we go. I do a lot of demos at home for work. It's okay. We can work in that.
All you have to do is sign up as make your house your own restaurant. And sign
That'll
up.
work. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Cafe Nick. I like that, Greg.
Yep.
There you go.
So as I was mentioning before, guys, our website has so many trends, so many recipes, videos like I showed tonight on there. I definitely recommend checking them out. I wish we were in person. I would have samples and little burgers and sliders and everything else for you guys to try. But again, take a look at the website. If there's any products on there that you guys, you know, think that you could utilize in your restaurant that you'd like a sample of, definitely shoot me an email. Me or my brokers will definitely get out there and, you know, play around the product, like give you guys menu ideations with the products and like talk about the products a little bit more. So.
And Dana, just so you know, we actually have two corporate chefs on this call this evening on our Zoom. We have Chef Nora from Cisco down in Orlando and Chef Cody from here in Atlanta from US Foods.
Yeah.
So,
oh, perfect. So,
yeah,
perfect. And we have, I mean, Smithfield actually is the ham captain for Cisco, and we make a lot of the US Foods bacon. So, I mean, literally we partner with every distributor. We have great relationships. And so I always tell operators that we have a footprint in every distributor. So, I mean, getting products to you guys is not an issue.
Awesome.
All right, lastly, this is what essentially I was really trying to focus on tonight. With Easter and Mother's Day coming up, Ham It Up is our other promotion that falls just in line with our Ready, Filling, and Delicious promotion. Pretty much it focuses on all the hams that we have to offer on the food service side. Just like the promotion that I talked about earlier, I think it's like a $2 a case off for every product. So if you're already buying this product, if you have a special that you want to run for Mother's Day or for Easter, this is a definitely a great way to utilize this rebate. The rebate, I believe, is $250 again for the operators. And we do this twice a year. We do it for Easter and we do it for Christmas and Thanksgiving. We have tons of ham recipes on our website. So please, guys, check that out. Get some really neat ideas for your Mother's Day and your Easter brunch menus. And we have one more question to ask. Okay. Oh, actually, we have two more questions to ask. So for the next gift, this is we were talking about members and being in good standing. This is a year. Oh, maybe I need to take my background off.
That's all right. We can go ahead and explain it to him too.
Okay, perfect. So this is a 1-year ACF membership gift card. I'll mail it to you guys. It has the certification code on the back, and all you'll have to do is reach out to the ACF membership team, give them the certification number, and you'll be good to go. So for this question, let's see here what I have.
Ooh.
All right. Who remembers how many employees does Smithfield have in the United States?
54,000.
How much?
54,000. 54,000.
Ooh, a little down.
It said it on your PowerPoint, 54,000.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Yeah, it did.
No, yes, I don't think it did.
I agree. That says 40,000, but there
40,000.
was another one. There was another one that said 54,000. There was another slide.
Where was it 54?
Right there.
Where did it say 54,000?
Okay, worldwide.
People, more than
so that was worldwide. Okay.
Oh, worldwide. Oh, wow.
Hey, Dana.
I'll still give it to you.
I think you should give them because they're actually paying attention. And
yeah, that was pretty good right there, man. Wow. That is really good. Who was that?
Who said that?
Yeah, who got that?
You're going to be 2 years of ACF.
Adam was one and Phil was the other one. Yeah.
So, Adam, you got it, buddy.
Yeah. Wow. All right, Adam. Nice job, Adam. Very cool.
Okay, this is the last question, and this is a really cool gift. Let me see if I can show you guys on here. It's a Smithfield Culinary snack box / charcuterie board.
It's hard to get. Cool.
Okay, well, you can't really see it, but it's really fancy. It's really cool. the question tonight for the grand prize is, where can you find all our promotions?
On your website.
That website.
What's
On
the
your
Smithfield
website.
website?
Which one?
The USA website.
www.smithfield.com.
SmithfieldCulinary.com.
It's in the culinary. Smithfield Culinary. That's what you got.
Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
right.
Who said that?
Right. Which one? Who's it? Who's
Smithfield
got that one? Who picked that one up?
Oh, well.
So how about Miss Ida?
That was Ida, right?
Well, yeah.
Awesome. All right, Ida.
Okay.
Woo woo.
Okay, guys, lastly, I want to leave
All
my information up here again. Please reach out to me. I'm in the market. I live right in Atlanta. And so if there's anything that you guys want to see, even if you live in Southeast Georgia, I'll either drive or mail the samples to you guys. Like, definitely reach out to me. I really want to focus on building a stronger culinary relationship here in Atlanta.
Well, Dana's going to be involved with a lot of stuff. We're definitely reaching out to go ahead and make sure that Smithfield is a strong supporter of the Atlanta market and everything we do here at ACF Atlanta. I love the company. I love everything you guys have done. You know, your platform over the last few years has been tremendous, and what you guys do with the ACF nationally is highly appreciated. So we're going to definitely make sure that we include you guys. Dana, we're happy to have you in Atlanta. So congratulations for getting here in Atlanta. Yeah, you sent us a superstar, Craig, so we appreciate that.
Oh, she's going to have my job in about a year, just so you know.
Oh, I know who to go ahead and work with then real well. All right, that's good.
Exactly.
So that's fantastic. Well, she's doing a fantastic job, and we look forward to doing a lot more stuff with you guys. So thank you very much.
No, actually, we have a couple raffle prizes. If you've got a couple more questions.
If you got a couple more questions, we got a couple more raffle items that we'll throw in.
Yep.
Okay, Craig, you can chime in too. Let's see here. Let me think. How many hams are on a pig?
I like it.
Two.
Two. Yep. I don't know who said that, but
Ida said.
Ida said it, so let's give it to her, man. So Ida, we have an ACF apron, the ones that I use. So we've got a Chef Works apron, the Urban Collection, that's embroidered with the ACF logo on it.
I don't know if you can see them or not.
So we have those embroidered and everything that we've been handing out to our board members and the events that we've done. So it says ACF Atlanta, or just ACF, an American Culinary Federation. And we want you to be able to use this when you do all those events that you do, okay?
All right.
It's a nice green canvas one, so it's really heavy duty. I wear them actually at my work.
Sounds good to me.
All right, this question's a bit hard, so hopefully you guys are ready. Have you guys used a pit ham before, right?
Oh yeah.
Do you know what PIT stands for?
Ooh, come on, somebody get it. I'm the president. I can't win.
Did you say a pit ham?
Yep.
Yeah. What does PIT stand for, though?
No Googling.
I hear somebody hitting keys.
Isaac, we got to know this one. Chime in.
I have no idea.
No idea. No.
Oh.
Smoke pit.
No, it means partially internally trimmed.
Wow.
Oh, very good.
Who knew?
See, now you got
for that knowledge.
education.
Exactly.
Partially what?
Internally trimmed.
Yeah, partially internally trimmed.
So you pull the bone out, and then you put the muscles back together.
Gotcha.
Okay, Craig, you have a question for them?
Yeah, I'll make it easy. What's
the H bone, right? You take that bone out of it.
So what was it again, Craig?
What's Dana's favorite product?
Brisket.
There we go.
Brisket.
Tiffany got that one, I think. That's awesome.
Okay, one more question. We have one more question. Ooh.
Bring it on.
All right, I did not mention this in my presentation, but it was in my slide. Where is our headquarters?
I don't want to cheat. I know the answer to that.
Let's Virginia.
Yes.
I'm going there this week.
There you go. Right.
All right. So
Right.
Brian, we're sending you an apron.
Yeah, we're sending you an apron, brother.
Okay, thank you guys so much for the time tonight. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed
All right,
it
gotta
as well.
go tend to the
brisket, baby.
brisket.
See, if you had their product, you'd be sitting here for
guys.
free.
Yeah, if you had the fully cooked brisket that
That's
I
right.
love, you'd be eating already.
I'll try it.
All right, thank y'all for your time.
Take care.
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you, guys. All right, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and carry on with the next part.
Okay.
All right, now we have a couple special guests we're gonna go ahead and bring on.
Yeah.
Polly, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and introduce some of the people that we have on Zoom here that we can go ahead and talk.
Oh, all right. Let's see. Hang on. We have a couple of our, Dana, if you want to give me screen back.
Advanced sharing options.
I think we
Right.
can share the time.
Advanced sharing options. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, only host. There we go.
Okay.
All right, there we go, Vaughn.
There we go. We're back on. All right. So we do have a couple of special guests that are here with us this evening, and they are running for national offices. We do have Chef Brian Frick here running for Southeastern Vice President. We'll give you just a moment here and you can say a few words. We also do have two of our treasurers that are running this evening. We have David Ivory Soto and Chef Michael Munchin. If I got it wrong, I'm so sorry, Chef. And of course, we do have Miss Miss Kimberly Brock Brown is also on our call this evening. So we're going to give everybody just a few minutes to kind of talk about their platform so that way they can get it out to everyone. Brian, do you want to start first?
Feel free.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time. One of my platforms is I think we need to move these Zoom calls out to everybody. You know, we got Columbus chapter going tonight. I'm going to jump on the East Coast Florida chapter doing their seminar night, as you said earlier. What a great connectivity we are bringing forward to what we had in the past. You know, we get the Kona review, we read an article or two, and there's no life in there. You're looking at a magazine, we get one, 2 pages of what's happening in the community, but right here, we get to share live. We get to see everybody on camera and talk about what we're doing, what we're experiencing. So one of my platforms I bring forward is we work with the ACF, put a central calendar together, and people can join on, log in, versus all the mail-outs are great, but there should be a central point where everybody can log in. I think we're on something great here, and I'm all behind it. So I appreciate your time. Great to be here tonight. Great job tonight. Smithfield always rocks. We always love when they're in the house. So great job tonight. Appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
All right. Chef Soto, you in the house?
How you doing? Great
good.
To be able to be here with you all.
Thanks.
Thank you very much, Polly and Nick, for having us here tonight. Really appreciate it. I'm very honored to be able to be here and get to see a few folks that I don't get to see at regular event, at national events or even regional events. And that's one of the, Brian was talking about the value of these kinds of activities because we become a lot more accessible. And I think one of the highlights that I would like to point out is the pandemic is giving us an opportunity. Mm-hmm. The pandemic has not been fun for anybody, let's face it. But the reality is we are facing a pruning that was not planned. It's been drastic, it's been massive, it's been punitive. But at the end of the day, it's going to make our entire industry stronger and better. And we need to take advantage of that within our organization as well. We need to be looking at ways that we can take advantage of that. I've got experience of being on the board. I was national secretary in the past. Actually, I left the board coming up on 10 years. I have an MBA. I've taught all the way to the MBA level, business administration courses. I'm academically bilingual in English and Spanish. And one of my big things that I want us to look at is, especially since I'm running for treasurer, is we need to look at, first off, weaning ourselves from membership dues and sponsorships. We've been way too dependent, especially on membership dues over the years. We need to look at revenue generating activities that we have already, but we also need to be starting to look at revenue generating activities that we can be creating. One of the best ways to do that is by getting some grant writers and grant researchers. Those are two different activities. Grant researching and grant writing are two different activities. Doing the research, first off, one is the grant money is out there, and there's billions and billions and billions of dollars of grant money that every year goes unclaimed. But there's the other part of it, and that's identifying people who will create a grant for a program that we want to have. So those are two different those are two different parts of what a grant researcher will do. Then the grant writer takes care of writing the grant, and then there's the third part, and that's following up with the administration part of the grant, fulfilling the grant. Huge opportunity for us to be able to generate that revenue. We need to be looking at ways that we can do that. We've got some great revenue generating activities already within our organization, but we need to be looking at others. Obviously, we also need to look at ways that we can streamline costs, and we've been doing that. But we need to be looking at that a little bit more carefully. We need to be more transparent about everything. It's not easy to tell people bad news, but it's more important to tell people bad news than to hide the bad news. I believe that we need to be very upfront when things are going well, and we need to be upfront when things are not going well. Right now, things are not going well, and we need to make change. We desperately need to make change. We need to act, and we need to act proactively. We need to create those partnerships. We need to look at the different organizations that are corollary organizations to ours, identify what we can do for them so that they embrace us and want us to be a part of what they're doing. And that is going to help us attract new members. And that's one of the things that we need to be looking at, is broadening our membership. One of the great ways to broaden our membership is looking at the different sectors and channels within our industry that we are not dealing with right now. How many members do we have in the ACF that are working in K through 12 school cafeteria feeding, or prisons, or QSRs, or fast food restaurants, or even standalone restaurants? There's huge, vast sectors of our industry that we're not touching right now that we should be. We also need to create more diversity. We need to be able to find ways that we can make our organization much more inclusive. I love looking at the screen today and seeing the diversity that we have on the screen. And I applaud the Atlanta chapter. It's always been one of the more vibrant chapters in the country. I applaud the chapter for really being very good at embracing and recruiting and getting a more diverse population involved. Ultimately, we've got tough decisions to make. I want to be there. I want to be in the room making those tough decisions. I want to be in the room working with everybody and making that happen. I'm very open to everybody asking questions. I'm going to put my email address into the chat box. Feel free to send me an email at any time. Please put the in the subject line ACF question. That way I can sort it and it doesn't get, because I get tons of emails. That way it doesn't get stuck in some black hole that I'll eventually get to. If you want me to get back to you quickly, please pop something in there with an ACF question. But also we have our town hall this Thursday. You are welcome to write questions and send them in to the ACF and have them asked, even if you can't be there on Thursday for the town hall. The questions will be asked by those who have sent in questions. So please send in questions, get your questions asked. But tonight is a great opportunity. You've got two of us, Michael and I are both here. Chef Michael and I are good friends, and we're both very open to hearing your questions and answering them as you want to ask them.
Thank you very much, Chef. I appreciate you spending the time to come and talk to our members. And again, this is recorded, so we'll put this out to a lot of our members also, so they can have a chance to go ahead and listen in.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you definitely know ACF Atlanta is pushing everybody to vote, getting
Yeah, we
getting
want
out
that
there.
vote
So-
out.
Hey, we need the turnout. We need the turnout. I mean, that's a responsibility of anybody who's a part of any organization is to vote. Be involved, know the issues, and vote.
Absolutely.
David, great glasses, by the way.
Thank you. I can switch them up too. I got a couple of other ones.
We're on the same page, buddy.
All right, so let's go ahead and we'll move
right.
forward. We're
Yep.
going to invite Chef
Chef
Michael.
Yep.
You're on, my friend. Please.
Thank you so much for having me. You know, it's been a good time kind of meeting with different chapters over Zoom. You know, obviously in normal times we'd kind of do it at conferences and things like that. So actually, my name is Michael Mensch. The O is silent. I talked to my grandfather about 30 years ago about dropping the O. He wasn't having it. So, but the O is silent. So it's Michael Mensch. So I'm running for national treasurer. I'm currently the Dean of Culinary Arts for Kaiser University. I oversee 3 culinary schools in the state of Florida. And I'm also the accreditation chair for the Accreditation Commission at the ACF. And that's one of the major reasons I'm running. When I took over the commission, we were losing over $100,000 a year. In 2018, we lost $131,000 just in the commission alone. Most people don't know that. And then in 2019, we're able to sort of right that ship a little bit, be about 80,000 in surplus. And then in 2020, we were able to bring in 267,000 in surplus. The final numbers actually should be out in a day or two. However, you know, all that was done with hard decisions, hard work, you know, looking at the way we build, looking at the way we process this building. We went to flat fees. We went to per diems, you know, so if you don't know this, an ACF officer can spend about $135 a day on food. That's in the policy. If you're a part of the commission and you're traveling on the commission, it's $75 a day per diem. I don't care if however you do it, but that billing allowed us not to count receipts and things like that. We're able to get rid of some people because we didn't need the intensive billing processes. And the other thing is we had about $50,000 a year going uncollected in the commission because we were billing after the fact. So we started pre-billing. We don't travel anywhere. We don't even book tickets until we have the money up front. You know, I don't know how you guys run your household, but I know how I run mine. There's no money, nobody goes anywhere. So essentially, you know, those are the simple low-hanging fruit changes that we made to sort of right that ship. And the Accreditation Commission, I'm proud of the work there, and certainly for the future, we should be in great shape as long as they follow the process. And that's with losing some schools. You know, a lot of schools have closed. With that being said, a lot of those things can be transferred over to the Federation and to the ACF in general. Hard practices, looking at, you know, every way that we spend money, and then also making sure that we look at alternative revenue streams. I know people have talked about grants, subscription models come up often, different things. You know, if you don't know, the online education portal has started to really make money for the ACF. It's been a really good thing. And in the beginning, they didn't know how that was going to go. So there are some good things going on. There needs to be more. I think member engagement, member participation is probably our biggest hurdle. And once we get that hurdle kind of on board, we have to show where the reason for the engagement and the participation. You know, we have to build member value, and that starts at chapters, ends at the office. Everybody has to be involved, as well as getting legacy members and would-be or new members, and both together on the same page. The organization has a lot of changing to do, and I'm looking forward to that. You know, certainly one of the things that I'm responsible for is a lot of budgeting and stuff here at work. Money is sort of my second passion in life. Actually, truth being told, it might be my first passion in life. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm looking forward to working with any member. So, you know, if you guys have any questions, reach out to me anytime. I'll drop my email down in the chat as well. You can call me, email me, doesn't matter. I'd love to hear from everybody. Just looking for your vote. You know, we want to make strong changes and make sure that this organization is around and stronger than it's ever been for our future culinarians. You know, everybody on this call is probably somewhere in a positive place in their career or getting to that place, you know, on their way. There's still people that are starting their career today, and we need to be there for them and for future people. So thank you guys so much for your time. Like I said, I'll put my email in the chat box if you guys have any questions. appreciate the Barringtons allowing me to do this too. Thank you.
Absolutely, Chef. It's great to have you on board and everything. And thank you for running and putting your time in and effort with the ACF and everything. It's muchly appreciated.
And actually, we have 3 young culinarians with us. Alvin's coming from us from the Philippines. I think Miss Brianka is a student. And then we have our student chef of the year, which is Adam is on the call, and Miss Ida Higgins, who is one of our top volunteers with our chapter. So we're definitely embracing our younger generation. Yep.
Awesome.
Yes. So, Miss Kimberly Brock Brown, would you like to take a couple of moments and join us?
Please.
Sure. Thank you so much. Forgive me for not having my camera on. It's been a long day with a trip to the ER and muscle spasms and stuff. So
it's okay. We like to
do that, ma'am. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I appreciate that. But I love seeing all the candidates on the call tonight, and I love the turnout. Thank you so much for that. You just as you guys have been so great at promoting our elections. It's just such a great way to get involved. I'm running because we need change, but everybody says that, but what does change look like? And change for me looks like the diversity that's on this call. Change for me looks like people being included and people being active in our organization. It's not just one person, the president or a treasurer or a secretary or a VP. It's a combination of the input that we give and everybody else too. I mean, one person cannot do it all. Otherwise, it would have been done 92 years ago, you know? And so what that means is that you have to be active, you have to be engaged, you have to be involved. I can run all I want to and be president, but at the end of the day, it's a membership-driven organization. So what do we do to right the ship, to keep the ship afloat so that there's another 92 years to go? And I believe it boils down to our inclusion and diversity. You know, everybody needs to have a piece of the pie. Everybody needs to come to the table. And we just need to look at new resources and avenues where we can. You know, I was talking with somebody the other day. It's you know, we miss out on so many opportunities to promote ourselves, and we should not be in the 21st century the best kept culinary secret. That's crazy. You know, we should be promoting ourselves. We should be doing other things and finding those people who are on other social media platforms. You know, I see media TikTok things all the time about how to make something in 15 seconds, and it's fun and it's engaging. It makes me watch all the time how they did it. You know, and why can't we do things like that? I mean, if we want to talk about our future, and the students are our future, then we should be where the students are, as well as our seasoned chefs, our professional chefs. So, you know, thinking of new ways to reach out to other people, to garner that membership, to retain. I believe mentoring is the way to go. That every board of governors should be mentoring a student or a recently graduated student to be a future leader in ACF. We can't just keep switching seats and rotating around to somebody else. And I said the same thing about awards. Awards are for everybody. Incidentally, awards are still open. So if you want to nominate somebody, Cutting Edge and Chef of the Year, Presidential Medallion, please get that in, because those are going to be closing soon. And I want the Southeast to be represented very well. You know, and that's another thing. Except representation matters. So you know, I know for years I've sat there and felt like it didn't matter. It was always the same people doing the same thing. And so instead of just talking about it and getting ticked off and sitting on the sideline, I put my hand in the ring. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running because I want change. I'm running because I'm willing to work for it. You know, why else would I keep my lifetime membership, and not do anything else with it? I mean, I'm an apprentice graduate from 1984. I've been in this a long time. ACF has been good for me in my career. So I want that same thing for other people coming through the ranks. So please vote. Please be participatory. Please be on the Thursday night call forum for our treasurers. The presidential forum is the next week after that. I put in the chat that I'm going to host on our Southeast Regional call the 24th, which is Wednesday night, 7:30. Any candidate who wants to get on and say something is welcome to say something, but it's all going to be about elections, because we need to get a better turnout. We need to get people engaged and involved. We can't just say change for change. I mean, you got to change and have a focused sport. You know, what change what, and how do you do that? You know, so that's what I want to say. And I appreciate the time and effort, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Chef. I appreciate you chiming in and everything and getting our members a chance to go ahead and listen to your platform. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have anybody else and everything on the call?
All right. Let's just double check. Did anybody else log in that's running for an official office?
I think that's it here. But if anybody's got questions now, we'd love to take them.
Definitely.
Is there anybody on the call and everything has any questions for any of the individuals running for office?
Hey, I appreciate your time, Brian. I've got to go. I got to go join the Mid East Coast chapter over in Daytona Beach. Appreciate your time. I got to jump and see how they're doing. Appreciate
Absolutely.
that. You guys rock. Keep the love, man.
All right,
Be good.
thanks.
Keep jumping, Brian. Thank you, brother.
All right.
Good to see you, brother.
So yeah,
All right.
so like we said, it's a very busy night with Zoom calls. We're trying to
Yeah,
get
you ain't kidding.
everybody out and about, making sure that we're getting our voice heard. So we want to thank Kimberly, we want to thank David, we want to thank Michael, and of course Brian, who just jumped off. Thank you so much for jumping in with us this evening.
Yeah, thank you for everything you guys are doing with the ACF and everything. It means a lot and everything. It's done a lot for me in my career, and it's good to see we have strong leaders like yourselves and everything still committed to the ACF and pushing us forward. Even during these tough times, it takes a strong platform and a strong base to to hold up a house when it's being shaken this hard. So it's fantastic to have you guys on board. Thank you very much.
Yep. And we have a couple of little closing remarks here. We definitely want to thank everybody, our partners who joined in. I think Smithfield dropped off just recently, so that way they can get ready to for their next meeting as well, because it's a busy night around here. So, but we're super excited about that.
We'd also like to go ahead and thank Atlanta Equipment Company for coming on board and everything, being a supportive partner of the ACF Atlanta Chefs Association, everything they do. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Also, we have an upcoming event in April. We will have a limited number of these available. We are going to do an in-person / Zoom. So the in-person will be a very limited number available for us. More information to come. Please follow our social media aspects and the website, especially the new website opening coming up first of next month. August 2nd and 5th, again, the ACF National Convention in Orlando. We're looking forward to that. If you're going to show a slide on that one and everything. So if we're going to go ahead and we're good. All right. So like I said, anyway, hopefully to see everybody at the National Convention. I'd love to see everybody down there. Been missing everybody. It's been a long time.
So then I just have one quick question. So Miss Kimberly, you said that we're still open for Regional Chef of the Year and awards. Is that correct?
No, not the Regional Chef of the Year, just the Presidential Medallion and Cutting Edge.
Ah,
Just
okay.
those two, yeah.
Because Atlanta put in for that, so we're waiting to hear. So.
Oh Lord,
I've seen some things, but that's all I can say.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully we're at that top of that list.
Yeah, no shyness from this person. So
No,
that's all right.
not at all.
I appreciate
I'm not
everybody.
mad.
Hey, it's all right.
But again, we just want to truly thank everybody for jumping in with us this evening. We're going to get this video processed and get it out onto our social media platforms, so that way more folks and more chefs out there can share and watch. And we are super excited. So last remarks, sir?
Again, thank you everybody for going ahead and participating. Please reach out to anybody you know that's interested in becoming a member of the ACF. Okay, we are a member-driven organization, and I'd really like to see individuals as all the participants said, we need to go ahead and have some new faces in the ACF, and I'd love to have some new faces on the board. We have an election later on this year for next year, and I'm planning to go ahead and make sure we have a very diverse board. We currently have 18 people on our board right now that are from every aspect imaginable. I want to go ahead and continue that and everything, every aspect. So I'll be reaching out to a lot of individuals that are current members, but let's bring on some new members too, and invite them to become members of the ACF Atlanta Chefs Association.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.